Okay, I
Yes,
will.
ma'am.
All right. I will go check the voice messages that you have sent through the email account. Okay. Right. Let me know if you can hear this voice message or not. Uh, can you hear the voice here, everyone,
No, ma'am.
or not?
No, no, ma'am.
Uh, okay. Mm, then what about this one? Not as well. You can't even hear this one, right? As well.
No, ma'am. Very good listen.
No, ma'am.
Okay, right. So there is no way. Mm, I don't know in laptop if there is any option to share your. Do you have any idea that I can if I can share tab audio as well? Yes, there is option. So okay, no. If I okay,
ম্যাম টেলিগ্রামে চেক করা যাবে না?
no. Share audio tab. Self intro. Okay. Share tab audio. This one. Okay. I think.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ma'am.
Is this audible now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Right. Okay.
Ma'am. My name is Mohammad Nadim Hossain. I was born and grew up in Nauga district. Obviously, it is a northern part of Bangladesh.
All right, Nadim. So here you have said that born. It's born. Okay. I was born and brought up in, and obviously don't use obviously at the front. Like is it maybe you have used this as an absolute phrase, but absolute phrase you cannot use in front of a sentence. So obviously, rather than saying that it seems like the way you are speaking it seems a bit less of a formal. Okay, it becomes a bit casual, but you are getting you are having the introduction, you are speaking with a person who will be taking you and your exam, and you will be taking the IELTS exam, will be taking your IELTS exam, and you will be speaking with that person, right? So you need to be more formal while speaking, so don't use obviously here, right?
Currently, I'm staying in Rachai for the study purpose. I have already completed my intermediate from Nauga Government College, Nauga.
Right. And I have completed my Nadim, the year you passed your HSC exam or intermediate exam, it was a long time ago, right? And as it was a long time ago, you shouldn't use the tense form present perfect here. Rather, use the past form, okay? Directly.
Now, I'm a student of Rachai University, Department of Islamic Studies, third year. I am a volunteer and I do some voluntary work at university campus and in our local community as well. I love to travel, reading books, and knowing the unknown thing. I have some good qualities like debating, English speaking, rovering, and discipline as well. I have a dream. I want to go abroad for higher study. That is why uh, I'm preparing myself for IELTS. And when I complete my higher study, then I will be back in our local community and I will establish a farm where uh, get chance to work.
Where get chance to work, Nadim? Is that what you have said here?
Yes, ma'am.
Where get chance? Where who will get chance there? You will get chance, or the other people will get chance there? Is it is not clear.
ম্যাম, আমি ওখানে বলার চেষ্টা করেছিলাম যে সেখানে চান্স পাবে আর কি, কাজ করার সুযোগ পাবে। মানে
The
ওই
other
ফ্যাক্টরিতে
people,
না ফার্মকে।
many
ইয়েস ম্যাম।
people will get the chance. Okay, so even there is planning as it's English class, right? So you need to use the English here,
ওকে ম্যাম।
right?
Ma'am,
Yes, I know. I can't even hear what is like. Wait, let me share again. Maybe then I will be able to write.
Assalamu alaikum. Rachai for the
Right.
study, preparing myself for IELTS and uh, get chance to work neglected people who are neglected in our social community.
Acha, so then you should have said the syntax. Nadim, here you have totally mistaken the way you have said the sentence. The syntax have been totally messed up. So you should have said that the neglected people or the people who are helpless or the helpless people they will get advantaged or they will be advantaged because and they will be getting a lot of work from my farm. Okay, use this way. All right, it's all right, it's all right, but you could have been more focused. You would have been more focused to your choices and your likings and the things that the extra curriculum activities that you are able to do, right? You could have also focused on those things as well, right?
ma'am,
ওকে
I
ম্যাম,
have a
নেক্সট টাইম আই
question.
uh yes.
Ma'am, in the last one, Mr. Nadim said that debating, English speaking, and in the last word, he said discipline. I think
Yes.
the word will be disciplining.
No, no, no. Discipline, disciplining, and actually debating is a work that she likes to do. Hmm. And if you search here, I don't know if you can view my screen or not. Can you view my screen now? Is it
Ji, ji,
visible?
ji.
ইয়েস
Yes,
Right.
ম্যাম,
ma'am.
ভিজিবল।
All right. All right. So then, look here that the what was Mamun? Can you like tell me again what was the last word that Nadim used? Discipline, right?
Discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Ji, ji.
দেখুন ডিসিপ্লিন কি হচ্ছে নাউন ফর্ম হচ্ছে তাই তো যেটা কিনা আপনার বোঝাচ্ছে যে প্র্যাকটিস অফ ট্রেনিং পিপল টু ওবে এটা হলো ডিসিপ্লিন বাট ডিসিপ্লিন
Ma'am, we cannot what you
ওকে ইউ কান্ট হ্যাঁ রাইট দেখুন আই থিঙ্ক ইউ উইল বি right now you can view it I guess right so discipline is like discipline also means the verb form okay disciplining so here took that train or obey and gender present participle gerund or present participle okay so disciplining if you want to say as a if you want to mean it as a gerund verb like the way Nadim first said that debating and then other all those things then you can disciplining because she well sorry Nadim also can use discipline here like the things like debating and all the other things then he meant to say the gerund verb okay and the gerund and gerund what does a gerund mean Mamun can you tell me what is gerund what is the difference between a participle and a gerund do you remember
Ma'am, I can say
all right Piyash of course what is the difference between participle and a gerund
ma'am, the structure of gerund and participle are same, but participle used as an adjective, ma'am.
right thank you Piyash thank you so much so whenever we use in a sentence like that whenever there is a participle or not just participle it must be present participle right and when the present participle will mean something or modify something about the noun of a sentence then the sentence will be then that particular word which means ing form with the main verb form it will mean that present participle but for gerund what we do that it already means that it's already a noun form so discipline already means something and debate you know mamun debate means ki মানে আপনার debate করা কিন্তু so it's a verb so that's why Nadim used I don't know if Nadim used like all those things consciously or not but the way he used it is correct because debate means verb but debating it will whenever we have used ing form with it then it become a gerund okay and as it became gerund it become a noun and that's why discipline it's a noun so and discipline also means verb both they can mean both so that's why discipline if he put discipline there so that's not a wrong thing to use okay Mamun could you get it
जी ma'am.
right so it was not wrong all right so I was
Ma'am, I have a question, ma'am.
yes Nadim
Ma'am, in my speech, I said that I have already completed my intermediate from Nagar Government College. So here, can I exchange the sentence like uh, I, I I completed my intermediate or the previous one, ma'am?
no I said right that that thing that you passed it already a long time ago maybe 2 or 3 years ago so it's not in the present past okay right it's not a recent incident and the results also you have got. You already got it. You got it a long time before. So that's why you need to use the past form, simple past form of it. So I completed, you can use a completed, not I have completed. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I can understand.
All right then. Right. Um, is my screen visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay, I will now play Pierre's video, Pierre's audio.
Hello everybody, my name is Hossein Piash. My friends and family called me Piash. I am born in Chapel.
Okay, Piyash, first thing that my friends and family called me. You said here, right? But they also call you even now, right at this moment. Even I am naming you, I'm calling you by Piyash, right? So they call me Piyash. And then you said that I born. You cannot get born by yourself, right? So I was born. Maybe you made like you were just unconscious. Maybe that's why you made these mistakes. Otherwise this is not like you shouldn't have made these mistakes, right, Piyash? You didn't take much of consciousness while we were recording the audio. Piyash, am I audible? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So you were aware about this, right? That a person cannot
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
get born by themselves, right? By
yes,
himself or
ma'am.
herself.
And even, ma'am, you told us maybe on previous classes.
Right. All right then.
Nawabganj, but raised up in Rajshahi, the city of mango. Now I am living in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh. I had completed my graduation and post graduation under the Department of Information Science and Library.
Here, same goes here, Piyash. You've completed your graduation and post graduation a long time before, right? And it's not even this year. You completed in maybe whenever you completed it, if it's a long time before. So that's why you should have used the past form here, okay? Not the past participle form here, because I had completed. And when you should use the past perfect tense, Piyash, can you do you remember? Do you remember, Piyash?
Yes, ma'am. If the works had completed in the past, and if there has two action, and one action is past infinite, and the old action maybe is the past perfect, ma'am.
Okay. Also, Piyash, the word that you used here, that you just have used here, ki works. Works is a different thing, okay? And work means kaj. Works means gonoputto, and work means kaj. So whenever we say that home works, so home works is a wrong word. Rather, homework is the right word. I have done my works is a wrong thing to say. I have done my work. Okay. Don't use the plural form here. Right. So, uh, you already completed your all those degrees a long time before. And if it's that, then you must not use this form. Also, you haven't also like maybe connected two sentences together here in this sentence, as I suppose. Okay, let me check again.
Now I am living in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh. I had completed my graduation and post graduation under the Department of Information Science and library management from the University of Rajshahi. I was involved in a teaching
Right. So I think you got it, Piyash.
profession at Midpur,
Ma'am,
but I
Yes, Piyash.
so how can I say it properly, ma'am?
I completed or I finished just this normal, just simple. And if you, Piyash, if you mentioned that I finished my degree, my graduation, and my post graduation 2 years before, then you must have used had, okay? Because you are mentioning a time, because you are mentioning a time, that's why you should have used that form of tense. But here you haven't used any kind of time spare, or maybe any kind of there is not even a mention of that there are other work that you completed a bit later. So you should use only the simple past form here, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Right.
lived it, and now I am studying English courses online for the study abroad purposes.
Acha, for study abroad purposes, there is a problem of syntax, Piyash. What do you think? What would have been better if you used a different way? The same words in a different way. What could have been better, Piyash? Can you think any of it?
Ma'am, for the purposes of study abroad,
For the purposes of, for the purpose, okay. Study is one thing, so for the purpose of studying abroad, not study abroad, because you have used of here, right? Of studying abroad, right? Okay, I can't hear anything. Wait, let me do it again.
Department of, but I lived it evidence based process online for the study abroad purposes. To get a PhD degree is my dream. My thesis topic was evidence based practice.
Okay, Piyash. So now I want to ask you, to get a PhD degree is my dream. So to get a PhD degree, what kind of phrase has been used here? Do you remember?
ma'am, maybe I mistake in this sentence also. Maybe it's better to say getting a PhD degree.
No, no, no. It's all right. It's totally fine, Piyash. It's totally fine. To get a degree or for getting a degree, both are same. I'm just asking you. Don't get nervous.
Ma'am,
It's totally fine.
okay, ma'am, it's a prepositional phrase, ma'am.
No, it's not prepositional phrase. To plus verb. What is it?
Ma'am, it's I used it like a infinitive, ma'am, but
Hmm.
I thought phrase, ma'am, but it's infinitive.
Hmm. Right. So you used it as an infinitive phrase, as an infinitive phrase, right, Piyash? All right. So there is no problem while using an infinitive phrase here. Rather, infinitive phrase like this, the way you have used it, actually, uh, by using it, the sentence became more maybe attractive. The sentence became actually better. Okay, so you have used it in a right way. So others, you can also take note from this sentence that to do the way Piash used this sentence here, it is totally correct and it is a better way rather than in some places, like places like this, whenever you have been using a sentence and not using the prepositional phrase here, or maybe the normal things that we use, the present participle phrase, and rather than using those kind of phrases, he has used the infinitive phrase here, so it is a better way. Okay, so take a note from it.
in academic and scholars purposes in university.
In academic and scholars purposes, see, like because the way you are introducing yourself, it actually impacts a lot on the interviewer. Okay, so you need to get a lot of emphasize and give a lot of attention to the way you are introducing yourself. Okay, that's why I am actually giving pressure, giving stress to your introduction.
TTS degree is my dream. My thesis topic was evidence based practice in academic and scholars purposes in university.
In academic and scholarly purposes. Okay, in academic and scholars purposes, you cannot use compound noun here, rather use scholarly as adverb here. Okay, that would have been better.
University and college, and now I am looking for a scholarship at abroad. I am from a family of seven.
Okay, at abroad, use in abroad. Okay, or just abroad is also okay, that I'm looking for a scholar at abroad, because abroad, so use in
I
here.
am only son of my parent. I enjoy traveling. I am really interested in mountain biking. Gossiping with friends is my passion. White is my favorite color. I donate my
Okay, Piyash, so here you said that I devoted myself. Are you not devoting yourself right now? You are devoting as well, even now. So you are willing to do it in the further future as well, right, Piyash? So as you are doing this way, so you need to use that I have devoted myself, and the work is still continuing. Hmm.
blood and we create.
Okay, maybe some network issues. It didn't get downloaded. Wait. So Piyash, could you understand that what I have said here?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
I'm trying to say here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mm,
A family. I devoted myself as a social worker. Several times I donate my blood and we create a social organization in our village area and something fun.
Piyash, do you create it? You create one or you create severals? Right, you create several. So that's why I need to use that. We create not one thing. Okay, so you should use the plural form here.
Fact about
Ma'am,
me.
here,
Yes,
ma'am,
Piyash.
here, ma'am, here, I would like to say we created a organization, ma'am.
Okay, you all of you created an organization. Okay, that's what you were trying to say.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So you created an organization. Okay, got it.
I can make jokes and I make people smile sometimes, even they feel bored.
Okay, so if they feel bored, how will they laugh even? All right. Um, it's very nice the way Piyash you have said the things you just need to be more careful about the tenses the way you have explained yourself. It needs change, it needs to be changed, but the all the details that you have said about yourself is totally fine. It's totally it's good, it's actually good, but you need to be more conscious about the way you are speaking, right? Mamun, yes, Mamun, you're in the class. Right.
Ma'am, I have a confusion, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, Nadim.
Ma'am, PH by speech, he was said that uh, I was involved. So, ma'am, is it correct sentence?
No, I was involved. He said I was involved. Maybe because of the network issue, you couldn't hear it, but he tried to say I was involved. Maybe like I could hear this way that I was involved. Maybe Piyash said also that way. Which one did you say, Piyash? Did you say involved or involved? Do you remember?
Ma'am, the correct is involved, but I forgot this, ma'am, which I said.
Okay. Yes, I also maybe I don't know, Nadim. Um, maybe I also heard that because I'm using my earphone, so I also think that he also said that involved. Maybe there's some network issue, or maybe because of the way you are hearing the voice, like the audios. Maybe that's why it may be a problem that you couldn't hear properly. Maybe. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Got it, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, ma. So, yes, I'm playing it again.
This is Abdullah Al Mamun. I am from Rajshahi. I am a student of Rajshahi University under the Department of Islamic Studies. I will complete my undergraduate program within 1 year. Completing my undergraduate program,
Okay. Completing my undergraduate program. Uh, okay. Let's see what have you said here.
I will try my best to
Okay. After completing my graduation, okay. Mamun, say here that after completing my graduation program, then you can say what the other things that you have said.
be a good teacher because it's my dream. In my leisure time, I go to
Mamun, how many times do you remember that not to say leisure and time at the same time? Do you remember leisure and time? You don't need to say the yes, yes. So just use leisure. It will be more than enough.
play cricket because cricket is my favorite game. Sometimes
Also, favorite. It's not favorite. RIT doesn't mean that you need to say favorite. It means rather the proper way of pronouncing it is that favorite, not favorite.
I read many kinds of novel which was
Many kinds of novels, not novel, novels.
written by Bengali poets and beautiful
Bengali, Bengali, no, Bengali poets speak more of a in a confident way, in more of a confident way. Okay,
Devotion Bandyopadhyay is my favorite writer.
again.
And during my off day, I go to non-political organization which provide
organizations.
me many kinds of things to develop myself.
Okay, so non-political organizations. Did you actually explain what kind of organizations are they, Mamun? Have you explained it in the voice message? Mamun?
Non-political organizations means which organization there was no political program and which provide me many kinds of can give it or then etc.
All right. Okay, okay, Mamun. Then
I will try to gather many kinds of thing, knowledge, etc.
many kind of things, knowledge, etc. uh, things are unclear, Mamun. You need to be more definite what you were trying to say. Okay, don't lose your words while you were saying. That will mean that you have a bit less confidence while you are speaking, right? So you need to say that I want many things like knowledge, and you should add other things. Okay, and if you are saying about anything, so you need to describe it a bit. That will be better. And if you have listened to the voice of Piers, that you have also already found out that he has mentioned that what he has been doing and what he is trying to say, the whole thing, whatever it means, like within the short span of time, he said the all of those things. He said all of those things about it. Okay, and there is no confusion about his speech. So you should also be more profound and more direct while you are speaking. So take a note of it.
From my university place. And finally,
From my university place. From my university is fine. It's more than fine. You don't need to use place here, okay?
when I will return my village,
When I will return to my village. Okay, and of course, you don't need to use when I will return to my village, rather use when I return to my village. তার মানেও কিন্তু that they also mean the same thing. কি আমি যখন আমার গ্রামে ফেরত যাব, তো when I return to my village and when I will return to my village, when I return to my village, আমি যখন আমার বাড়িতে ফিরবো, both mean the same thing. Okay, so you can also avoid using will here, and by using just the present form will actually show that you are more capable and you're more qualified speaking English. Okay, and also notice here I have used what you were qualified speaking English. In speaking English I haven't used it, right? So you need to put a comma here, and I haven't used it. That of course I have used it consciously. Rather than using in, I have used qualified. Okay, so you need also take a note of it as well. Okay, give me a moment.
writer, there are many kinds of thing, knowledge. Try my best to help my village people. And I will
To my village people, rather saying you can say that the people of my village. Okay, this sounds better.
try to generate a beautiful village which there will be no corruption, disorder, etc. Thank you.
Generative village, I try to generatively village, generate, you can generate ideas, Mamun. How can you, what did you try to say by saying the word generate here, Mamun? Could you explain? Mamun, can you hear me?
No, I was, जी ma'am, I was trying to say that I will develop and I will make village where there will no corruption and no disorder. Ma'am, that's mean I will. That's mean I was trying to say that I will abolish from these things in my village.
Abolish those kinds of corruptions and all those things from. Okay, so you do not, you don't need to use the word generate here. Okay, you got it. Okay, you don't need to use generate here. Generate, what is generate? Generate মানে দুটো আইডিয়াকে যখন আমি একসাথে সংযুক্ত করছি, হ্যাঁ, তো তখন we can use generate. কিন্তু আপনি কোনো সুযোগ সুবিধাকে জেনারেট করতে পারেন না, ঠিক আছে? আপনি দুটো জিনিসকে একসাথে যুক্ত করতে পারেন। You can generate two ideas, or maybe you can generate two roads together, but you cannot generate any kind of opportunity. So okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, ma'am. Good evening. I am Shafa. I told I am a student, but uh, maybe network issues or my problems.
Okay, because of
It
my
was not
problems.
clear.
Okay, it was not clear. All right then.
I completed my bachelor's degree in zoology from Edenwilla College in 2021.
Also, me, whenever you are like recording anything, notice that the others' voices, they have actually the background there in the okay, and you need to also use, maybe you could switch off your fan and use the, you could record on your recorder, okay? It would have been better because I couldn't understand. If I didn't know yesterday that where you have been reading, then I wouldn't have understand that where you read previously. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
right.
And recently, I have completed my master's degree in environmental science from Jahangirnagar University.
Okay, recently I have completed. Right, you have used this way, right?
Ji, ma'am.
Right, so I have completed. So it's totally fine for you because you completed, you finished your degree just this year. So it is totally fine and it's totally all right to use this way. So your way of using it's totally good, right? Then
I am a dedicated and hardworking person. Also, I have some more skills which are my strengths like discipline, good time
okay, I have some more skills. Don't use some and more together here, okay? I have more skills and some skills, okay? Some more skills, don't use these two sentences, sorry, these two words together. Try to use something else, but not some and more. They mean they have a bit of similar kind of meaning. So that's why some and more, kichu, aro, erokom. It seems a bit weak version of English. So stop using this. Okay.
management and loyal to my responsibilities. Now I want to improve my language skills in English which can help me preparing for higher study abroad because my long
Higher studies abroad, not higher study abroad. You are not going to study just only one subject or of one thing. You are going to study a lot of things and you are going to study a vast subjects, right? So studies, rather use it.
Ma'am, I wanted to tell studies, but I told that study. Sorry, ma'am.
Right, right. So the first thing you need to be that you need to be more confident while speaking.
Long-term goal is to go abroad to complete my higher studies and build my career. Thank you.
Okay, so all right. So, meme you have used the way you have spoken. It actually seemed like you have been hurried. No one is hurrying you, okay? And as you have heard the others' voice messages, there was no hurry while they were speaking. So you should be calm and you shouldn't be hurried. You shouldn't hurry while speaking, right? So that's why, and that's how your speech will become more actually granted to the interviewer or to the examiner who will be talking to you, speaking with you, right? So now, uh, Piyash, the videos that I sent, did you go through them? The two videos
Yes,
that
ma'am.
of YouTube link. All right. And within them the first one was about a butterfly swarm, and the other one was blue planet, amazing, like clownfish teamwork, right? So could you um, tell us or share your experiences that you actually saw while seeing the video, the amazing clownfish teamwork? What is it about, and how do they manage to do all of their works? And what do you feel about teamwork? Please explain.
Okay, ma'am. It is a story about a living of a clownfish family. So usually they are living in the flat area under the sea, and sometimes they find like tentacles, tentacles in some carpeted animal, but kill or harm, but they have the immune system, and it's can save from the other danger also. And the whole family try to clean the debris of these tentacles. But the most hard working is to lays the eggs of the female, because the female is the ruler of the family, and a white mark on his face, and the
On her
male
face.
of the, yes ma'am, her face, and the male of the family is the earth person, and he works tirelessly removing derbies and generally keeping on the top of the housework. And I told that it's really hardworking to find a better place to lay the eggs of the women of the family. And they always try to find a shelter. Sometimes it may be bottled or a sale, but one day they can find uh, a sale of the coconut, and it seems to be far from their home, and they all together uh, to remove and came near to their house, and sometimes um, it's need to be mm, lay on their tentacles home, and it's the better place to lay the legs. And the male uh, person of the family always looking after the eggs while it's hatch, and maybe it's need 10 times to hatch the eggs. So it was the short story of the family of a clownfish living under the water.
All right. And what do you have to say about the teamwork that they did? I've also asked this question, Piyash.
Ma'am, we can also teach from them because teamwork is the key to success. If we are uh, be a team, so anything can be
If
possible
we are
for
in
us.
a team, Piyash. If we are in a team, okay?
Yes, ma'am. If we are in a team, so anything can be possible. How they clean the garbage from their home, how they can collect a shelter for the mother, and how they clean um, to the garbage from the eggs for the future generation. And yeah, I can also relate with our human civilization also, ma'am. We can create a better world for our future generation also. And if we will work together, then we can uh, remove all the difficulties and we can find happiness. Whatever we can or whatever we lived, it is possible to live with in peace, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Piyash, for sharing your opinion. All right. So, Mamun, did you go through the other video about the butterfly, monarch butterfly?
जी,
All right. So, what's your thinking about the video that you have watched it, and what are the things that you feel about after watching the video? Tell us in brief.
okay, ma'am. The theme of this video was very interesting. Uh, about thousand butterflies, they were remain in the branch of a tree, and it was the winter time, and that's why uh, all of the butterflies were remain together. And when the winter ends, the sun has started to become warm weather, and that time all of the butterflies they leave their place together, and they went to the outside,
They go
and they
outside. It's their everyday way of living, right? So they go outside, not they went outside. They do this all the time.
they go outside and moving around in everywhere. And it was a short video. So, ma'am, from my point of view, I noticed that in winter season, both of the butterflies were remain uh, together, and when the sun,
They remain together. And Piyash, you said both of the butterflies, but weren't there so many butterflies? There were many butterflies, right? In the video.
Yes, ma'am. Millions of butterfly, ma'am.
Yes, millions of butterflies. So both the butterflies, both means only two. So you should use many butterflies were there. Okay. You shouldn't stop while speaking. Mamun, can you hear me? All right, Nadim, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So, did you go through the video,
Yes, ma'am.
the first one about the butterfly swarm?
Ma'am, I watch Amazing Clownfish Teamwork, ma'am.
You watched it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, can you explain? But why didn't you go through both the videos, Nadim? What was the issue?
Ma'am, I watch two videos, but butterfly only one time. That's why I can't explain. But if you can ask, I will try to explain, ma'am.
All right, Nadim, it's okay, but you need to try your best, okay? Because I am also been working hard, so you also give your 100%. Otherwise, the thing that you are trying to acquire it won't be available soon. So, okay, and you can tell about the clownfish. It's all right. You can carry on about saying what you want to say about the clownfish, what you saw in the video, and after that, we will discuss about one or two topics as well. We will discuss about some topics as well. So, complete it within 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to say something. I watch videos. The video name is Amazing Clownfish
I
Teamwork.
watched. I watched.
I think it was a story of uh, teamwork and found safe shelter as well. So very first of the story, uh, under the water, sea water, there lived a family of clownfish, and um, and the family leads a big and the family a big female was a head, and also here had a white here had a male clownfish. So uh, they had a challenge to found
Nadim, please mute yourself for once. Right. So I always said you right, you and all the others that don't use here we have seen, there we have done. Don't use the sentence this way. It's actually not a good way to use it, right? So use in a different way that I have seen, we have seen here. Use this way. Don't put here in front. Okay.
okay, ma'am. Thank you. There also had a clownfish who was working tirelessly, and they had a challenge, and the that was found of a chef's shelter, because uh, the boss, that means the female uh, clownfish, lay her eggs. So uh, very fast they were searching uh, a safe shelter, but mm, but they can't found. After that, uh, they they found a coconut shell, but uh, this was long from home, and uh,
That was long from home. What did you try to say here, Nadim? Did you wanted to say that uh, Yes,
Ma'am,
Nadim. Yes.
they, ma'am, they found a coconut shell, but the coconut shell was uh, long away from the home, ma'am. They found the coconut shell. It was long away, ma'am. The distance was long, ma'am.
Okay, away from home, you could say.
Yes, ma'am. And but very first male
Nadim,
found it.
your 3 minutes is done. You can mute yourself. Right. So you shouldn't take this much time. And from tomorrow, I will give you only 3 minutes to talk about the topics that are in the that we will be speaking of in the class, or the videos I will send you, or the topics we will discuss in the video. 3 or 4 minutes. It will depend on the video, how much the video is long. Then that's what you will need to remember, that you cannot take forever, because you have already watched it, right? That whenever yesterday we were discussing about the IELTS and all the structures, so you won't get much time than 11 minutes for the three subjects, three topics, or three things to speak about, right? So you need to be more conscious, more fluent, and you need to be more actually corrected, and you need to be more confident while speaking. You cannot take forever while speaking. And also, Nadim, there is a lot of problem. Please look into it properly and correctly. And before, of course, coming to the class, you need to practice it yourself while that you have spoken, okay, that you are speaking. And of course, you need to do one another thing, is that please notice the grammatical mistakes you are been having, that you are doing. That if you take a preparation, that the thing that you sent in the voice message, there was very less mistakes, because you were conscious there and you practiced it once or twice, maybe that's why you didn't make much mistakes. But here, as you were speaking fluently and spontaneously, there are so many mistakes you have been making. So you need to be more conscious, right? You need to take more consciousness, give more actually attention to the way that you are speaking. And I sent you the movie, all of you. Did you get it in Telegram? One Day. The name was One Day. Did you get it?
Ma'am, I get it, but I can't open these videos, ma'am, because the video duration is too long, ma'am.
Mm, okay, mute yourself. Right. Um, you couldn't open the video. Why so? Couldn't you download the video as well, Nadim?
Ma'am, I downloaded, ma'am.
Okay, I think, Nadim, then you should check it, and like if you open the video, like you downloaded the whole thing, and then from the upper side there is a three dot thing, and if you there is an option that save to gallery. You should save the item into your gallery, and after saving, you can watch it from your gallery, the videos from your gallery videos. And if, of course, if you have the space in your phone, then of course you can open it. Otherwise, how will we able to open it?
Ma'am,
Yes, Piyash.
ma'am, you sent the video, the name Pride and Prejudice, ma'am. Am I right?
No, Piyash, I actually sent the movie One Day, and it has a British accent in it. and it's a very good movie to watch actually. And I sent it in Telegram. I didn't send Pride and Prejudice.
Ma'am, Pride and
Okay, ma'am.
Prejudice,
So maybe it is
Nishat sir.
from Nishat sir.
Yes, I couldn't understand. Can any one of you? Yes, Nadim. I couldn't understand. One after one speak. I couldn't understand what you were saying.
Ma'am, maybe it was from our Nishat sir, ma'am.
Okay, okay. In WhatsApp group, the movie. The, did
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, all right. No, yes, Pride and Prejudice is also a very good movie to watch. I will send to you. I have that movie as well. I can send to you in Telegram if you can actually able to download it. But Nadim, what was the problem? Can you actually tell me? I can't understand what is the issue. Is it your, maybe it is your, you couldn't download it in your phone, or what is the issue? Can you, after I said the problem, could you actually fix it and could you download in your phone and can you view it right now? What's the situation?
I think my not enough space, ma'am. My phone.
Okay, so you should say, like, I don't have enough space. Maybe I don't have enough space in my phone. Okay.
Ma'am, is there any apps for the laptop or PC, ma'am?
For what, Piyash?
Uh, I talked about Telegram app, ma'am.
Okay, spoke about Telegram app. Yes, Telegram, if you can download it in your phone or in your laptop, both will work for you.
Okay, ma'am. So, is there available? Then I will go through the laptop version, ma'am.
Okay, you can, Piyash. All right. Then, now, Piyash, the thing that you said that you are going to acquire your higher studies and all those things. So, what do you feel that a job which will be preferable for you, and what is that one job that you find your interest in, and what will be your future job that you will be eager or you will be dying to do? What will be that dream job? And of course, describe about it.
Ma'am, I am a traveling person and I like mountain biking, and uh, I have a dream to make a home in that hill tract area. So if I will be a traveler or to work in tourism, so it could be uh, happy for me, and I love to work in this um, sector because it moves me much to go here and there, mixed with the local culture and the different cultural people, and also the native people. And besides, I also work with the mass communications sector because I love to explore the new things or the truth of the society. So I obviously go through with this work, and if I will not able to catch the work, then Maybe I will open a YouTube channel in my own, and I will deliver my work in myself with my own accord. So I will go through both the works, ma'am.
Both the work, Piyash. Don't use works.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Also, I won't be. I will not work rather than using say I won't be working. You used here. Avoid using that as well. Okay, Piyash, it's all right. And now, Nadim, I'm coming back to you, and you will get okay, I will, when I start my timing, I will tell you, I will notify you that I have started, and I will give you 3 minutes to discuss the thing. Right, and I will stop you when the time stops. Now, tell me that there are you like to play, right? In many previous discussions you have mentioned that you like to play, you like to do all those outdoor things, and right, so what is the thing, what is the, there is a one place, there may be one place that actually is your place that you go to play, and you spend your time going to that place as well. So what is your, which one is your favorite place to go play, and play the favorite place that you actually do nowadays? Could you explain, Nadim? Your time starts now.
Okay, ma'am. I love to play cricket because my height is not enough long. So I love to play short pitch cricket. And when uh, I was age of 15, uh, then then I starting my um, playing cricket, and my favorite uh, place where um, my favorite place is school field where um, I played many times, and I there uh, spent there with my friend and my um, neighbor as well. So uh, the field, uh, the field, the school field was uh, situated in front of our our school, and where we had there a lot of lot of friends and uh, child and all the ages of people. So this place was also favorite for me, and in that in this place I when I get enough time uh, to go uh, in this place, I always try to uh, play with that the little uh, child.
All right, Nadim, is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Nadim, there were so many mistakes while you were speaking, and not a child, you could have used children, and there were many other mistakes as well, right? So, keep a note on this, keep a like keen outlook, and keep a actually a lot of um, patience while speaking. Also, you should be more. and more fluent while speaking. So that's why I am actually influencing you, or I am giving the stress here to watch and listen to the videos more and more. And listening is the only way, by which you can speak better, you can listen better, and of course you can read better. Right, so you need to do that. And Nadim, have you been reading the newspapers that I said, that I asked you to do?
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying, ma'am.
All right. So tomorrow we will have a work that you will have to tell me what was the topic that you studied, that you actually went through yesterday, and what was the topic that you went through yesterday, and after going through the article, what did you understand? And yes, Mamun, can you hear me right now?
जी 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 मैम.
All right. So did you do you also go through the newspapers?
Sometime I went to the newspaper, but ma'am, I have a magazine, and every day I will try to read one page from this magazine, and I collect some words and I write it down in a notebook, ma'am. But sometime I went to the newspaper, ma'am.
I go through the newspaper. Okay, Mamun. So, and what about Piyash? Do you get enough time to go through newspapers?
Ma'am, sometimes I will find my time, but I don't see it, ma'am.
Okay, so okay, you don't get enough time to go through. But the library that you go, don't they have newspapers, English newspapers or English magazines? All those things they do have, right?
Yes, ma'am. They have a lot of magazines, but uh, maybe uh, there are some issues to collect newspaper. Maybe next week they try to collect, ma'am.
All right, but the thing, and there is, you have your phone in hand, and it's the most handy thing you can have. So I want all of you to write down, not like say, because I will give you many more things to say about, but want all of you to write about the recent videos, or maybe the headlines that has been discussed on any kind of newspaper. So you need to go through the headline of the main news that is going on in Bangladesh, and you need to go through go through the news and the report, and after reading it you need to explain it through your own words. I will write it down as well in your homework, but you will need to do that, okay? Remember, take a note of it. And I think I will give you 15 minutes break. Will it be okay? And after that I will come back and I will start my next class. Or should I give more time?
Ma'am,
Yes, Piyash.
ma'am. So did you provide the newspaper link, ma'am?
No, I haven't provided you the newspaper link, but like in Chrome, if you search through, or maybe if you in Google, if you search through, there were many newspapers in Bangladesh, like Prothom Alo, Ittefaq, and all those kinds of newspapers, Songbad, all those kinds of newspapers. You just need to go through any of the newspapers, and while you are writing, you have to mention that this is the from this newspaper I have collected the news, and that is the thing that was written in the newspaper. And of course you have to write by yourself your own words, and you have to describe the whole thing that happened in the newspaper, okay?
Ma'am, I find a lots of new things in the speaking section 4 and in the reading sections they talked different things which we never listened before, and sometimes they talked about the urban farming, the astronomy, the sky, and lots of things, ma'am, which we never listened before. So, how can we get information about mm, those things, ma'am?
By actually practicing all of those things, and we can never cover up all the things, right? We can never cover up all the things. I think the astronomy and all this, then you need to go through the you should have a kind of general knowledge as well. Otherwise these things will not be able to say anything about. And maybe newspaper is one thing to do. And I think this one I gave you to write down. Okay, you can write it down, and we can discuss all of those things in our classes. And of course from tomorrow I will discuss variety of things. And I will of course send you a video, but not two videos. I will try to send it today by today, and you need to go through just to actually clear your listening process the way, because listening is the toughest thing, I think, because the way they speak, it's actually very difficult. And I think most of you, if you don't switch on the subtitle, you can't understand what they are saying. So that's why listening is important. That's why I send you the videos. But I can give you more and more topics, like more unknown topics, and which in IELTS session they speak about, and we can actually get to know about those facts, right? And I also can send you maybe some topics that you can Google it, and after googling you can also speak here after coming, rather than just saying what you think about those topics. Should I do that? That I should send the topics that you haven't never heard of?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I will do that then. I will do that then. I'll give you 15 minutes to have a rest, and then I will start our next class of basic grammar and the writing topics. Okay. And we need to go through the like task one, task two, how should we write, and all those things. Okay. So I'm taking my leave right now. We will start our class tomorrow morning.